makes us all terrified, then we're in trouble. Especially because the ghost and we're Gaston, you have to kill the ghost.
Yup, I gotta kill the ghost. Ghost is my job.
Well, I mean, I also did step out into the other room, so maybe it won't terrify me, and I have leadership to rally.
And my guns will still work on skeletons, they just don't work as well.
Yeah. Let me guys give you the tour, right? So the blue guys are
hold on.
the skeletons.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I gotta get the right map.
I'm sorry, yes.
Right, yeah.
Untitled, it's...
There
We
you
do
go.
have 2 Marines, I think, hanging out with us.
Right, let's give you guys...
It was just us 4 and Merryweather.
No, because Abla came up on the deck.
Oh,
yeah.
we did have 2 swimmers. Okay, well, did we bring... Did they come with us into the cursed murder hall? I don't think they did.
They could be, like, at the top of the map, maybe, and rush down. It depends on how spooked they feel.
We can put them up here.
I think they're ultra spooked.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm going to give them...
They're the goalies. It's fine.
We'll put them... Yeah, the goalie's up here, and I'm going to give them the afraid status.
And of course, the elite Marines will keep changing their names every time we see them.
We've got enough of them, right? Let's...
It's fine, it's fine.
I forget what these...
The
nincompoop.
Oh, who brought the nincompoop? Who brought Boron?
I love it. I don't know if you want to give the skeletons names. I know you have that really cool...
hold on. You done it the weird way.
Macro. Yeah, and I don't have that one set up.
Well, no, it's just that you have to name the first one skeleton, and then copy and paste the rest of them.
Yeah, we
got it.
Started that back in the map tools days because Rafferty didn't like the idea of numbering them. First of all, numbering them felt kind of silly, and also I would fight I would have 50 guys in the battlefield, so I didn't want skeleton 47 to show up and someone would say, "Wait, where's the rest of them?"
Yeah.
So Theta was nice enough to do a random generator, so they all have different adjectives attached to them.
Yeah, which is cool. We have a furry skeleton and girlish skeleton over here, which I approve.
Albino skeleton. Oh, yes.
Thick skeleton. Oh, no.
What? You really was big boned.
The whole time. I love it.
Vindicated in death, huh?
Right? Okay. So we've got our skeletons. Up top, we've got our 2 scared Marines. We've got Merryweather. And this yellow outline, I hope you guys can see, this is the piles of treasure, and it's just poor footing when you're in the piles of treasure.
Right, we've had to clamber on in.
Exactly. So the Ghost Captain made his attack. So I'm going to say that these guys are going to act first, but you guys can roll initiative, and you're going to be rolling against a target of 3 because you're right up in there.
Because we're super adrenaline crazed, creeped out.
My initiative?
It might actually even be 2. I forget. I can check.
Hey, there we go. I am ready.
Usually 4s are better, so...
Yeah.
That's all I can ask for. I got my stick.
Okay. So, skeletons they're fast movers. They clickety-clack as they run around.
Unencumbered by flesh.
I know, right? Unencumbered by flesh. So, Chunky Skeleton is going to dash up 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, they've got a dash of 6, so they could get up to 7 paces. So we're going to do that. 7 will get him here. 7 will get him here. Although I said this was poor footing, right? So actually, that's like half.
They could be sure-footed skeletons.
Fast mover, pack tact.
I mean,
they all have to be making terrible decisions. It's
even creepier that they're jumping around unencumbered by flesh like puppets, scattering money everywhere as they do it.
That's pretty good. We're going to go with that. So yeah, these guys are up here. 7. Cool.
They absorb gold to their bodies and use it as armor.
are going to swarm the captain. I hope the scale is right on these. I apologize if it's not.
And each of the best pack tactics.
It's fine.
It looks about right.
They do have pack tactics.
But
The
none
ones
of them
that are
guarding.
Yeah, I mean the ones. So really, the only
I guess I
one
would
who's
have
in a
the
position
skill.
to eat anybody is Chunky. Chunky's gonna take a bite or take a swing at Gaston. It's jaw flapping and cackling.
Gaston did
Then
pass the
treasure.
initiative, so he does have his staff out.
That is right,
Okay.
and I will choose to parry with it because I like having a D12.
All right. So roll D4.
That is a
plus
lot of ones,
six.
and I don't like it. And that is
12.
a 2
Oh my
out of
God.
the parry. My gosh. And that is a 10 coming at me. Why must it
Yep.
hate me so? Let me check my melee here. I must have an ability to reroll. My favorite use is with the rapier. Oh, curses.
No, is it biting or clawing?
Actually, I did that wrong because I was looking at the counterattack. Yes. So it doesn't rolling the d12, so it actually misses anyway.
Oh,
It's trying to
okay.
wrestle you.
We're
No,
both absolutely terrible. Oh,
there's
also, you said
ability-
we have poor footing, and I didn't factor in any
Yeah, there's an
penalty.
ability in the game called Vengeance, which is if you're hurt or injured, you get an extra D12 to counterattacks, and the undead have it because they're that bitter.
Right, but to just attacking, they didn't have it.
Yeah. So, wow, you're lucky.
There we go. Just by being able to be a strong individual, I hold it back, and for no other reason.
For no other reason. All right. Okay, so up here, these guys can actually take some swings at our Commodore. So
Vengeance
we can do
does
that
what
too.
again? Remind me? I know you just said it.
Vengeful gives a
Go ahead.
bonus d12 when they're hurt, and it's always on since they're always hurt.
So it's D12 did count then.
No, that's for
Like for
counter.
counters.
Oh, but that's only for
Counters,
counterattacks.
okay.
Yeah, sorry.
That's why I was asking, remind me. Despite the fact you just said it.
Yeah. The undead are pretty nasty. I mean, if they get fear on us, they're pretty nasty.
Okay, so they're
If they're
Only
attacking
rolling.
me, then I'm breaking focus to guard.
okay. Okay, d4 plus a d6.
And
So
obviously
we're gonna
I
hit you
counter.
with a bunch of attacks here.
I'll
Starting
counter
with furry and going around.
counter with claws.
Countering with claws. Alrighty. They're trying to wrestle you. So if they hit, then you're grappled. That is definitely a solid counter. Yeah, damn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 for critical. 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. So that's an 8-point hit. I think that's just going to destroy our furry skeleton friend.
Skeletons are immune to critical.
That's right. They are
If that's true, then
immune
it's still
to
a
critical
6-point hit.
fatigue, impaling, like say, terrified, healing. Okay, so yes, so they are. That's still going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Yeah.
And I guess they're soaking. Ooh, they have shit soak. They can only soak a D4, which means they're going to be dead regardless. And once they hit,
And overkill doesn't matter. They don't care.
yeah, they don't care. But I think they're up until they hit dead, right? It's like
No, dying, it's dead. Because you can only soak one. Dying and dead take them out.
okay, cool. Boom. Delete. There we go. All right, I'll try it again. You're gonna take down all of these guys right now. I can tell they're
no.
not super.
Not now that you jinxed me now.
Oh, maybe we'll see.
That's also part of why they do pack tactics. But go for it.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. That is smarter. This is silly. I'm not gonna throw away all of my skeletons.
What you
on
do
you.
is you move up and guard, move up and guard, move up and guard, and the last one attacks.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
if you want to replay that, I'm cool. If you just have everybody else guard, and we just do that fight again with all those pack tactics that would have applied.
No,
You
I
want
think
to-
I think we should let the first one get taken out, and then the rest of them use the pack tactics because they may have thought you were a coward who was easy picking.
I like that. Here, the albino skeleton will go then. So they're gonna take it's for pack tactics. It's a D.
It's a
8 for each-
D12 per bunny
D12
who's
is the
guarding,
guarding.
so it's a bonus.
Right.
But so your
3d12.
same attack plus 3d12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. So Albino is swinging. That's a bit better.
Simultaneous hit.
Okay. This is a grapple attack for me.
Hold on. I have luck.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the number of...
It's not going to work.
Well, I don't like the number of 10s showing on his side, so...
Okay.
Which 10 would you like me to re-roll? It's gonna be, they're gonna be d12s either way, I guess. So I re-roll it twice.
Yep.
Okay,
And he picks
7.
the 7.
All right.
So it's one.
So-
It's 1 and 1 hit.
Yeah, 1 success, 1 damage, so it's 2 damage.
Oh,
And
wait a
grapple-
second. I'm also guarding. I haven't been rolling.
Oh, okay.
Alright, didn't matter.
So 2 damage coming at you plus grapple, and 3 damage coming at me, which becomes 4 damage because hurt. I forgot that the last time too.
Yep. So soak it.
Soak and fail. Okay, so the grapple doesn't matter because you broke him. You broke his skull.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah.
dying. Alright, and you said 3 in me? Right?
Yeah, it was
It was 2.
only 1 success and 1 damage. So
Yeah.
yeah, 2 damage.
Well, shit.
Oh,
But
wow.
okay.
Yeah,
Ouch.
all of it gets in, which means you're afraid, which means they get the scary fighter bonus if they have that, which I think they do.
I do.
It's alright, that's
Not
what
really
I'm...
a stat block, but
Well,
I'm
while you're
giving
attack
it to
rolling
him.
against people who are hurt and who are afraid.
I mean, this is what I'm here for, so...
Cool. Okay, that is the end of my turn since the ghost captain already attempted to scare Abla. So it's to you guys now.
I guess the
Um,
first thing should probably be a call to Merryweather to go, the captain, address the captain by his name, Merryweather, you must do this.
Merryweather is horrified looking at the skeletons that are shambling around you. And he sputters out, I never knew that. I never knew the captain's name.
Gonna kill Merryweather.
Sorry.
I thought you said it was your grandfather who did it.
It was my grandfather who knew of the, he served on this ship, but
Don't have time for this important conversation. I'm gonna kill a skeleton.
Gotta find your
All
dead
right, madame,
grandfather.
kill a skeleton.
All right. I am gonna go ahead and shoot who is this guy? The hairy skeleton. Why do you have hair?
It's probably mold.
Everything about you is
Right.
wrong. I say, pointing a gun at his face.
okay,
Hey, Mike, this gun worked.
nice.
All right, roll to dodge, and you get, I think, a bonus. You're not veterans, are you?
No, they got a D8 to dodge, but he's guarding. Oh, are they veterans? I guess not. No, I guess not.
Yeah, they're
All
not
right.
skeleton veterans.
So D8. So D2D8.
I guess
All
they're
right.
skeleton sailors?
Why did it?
holy crap?
Aha!
Yeah, that's a miss.
Cacao.
Damn it! All right, I'm done.
I mean, they are skeleton sailors. Sailors.
Sailors
Did
wouldn't
you
have veteran. The
retain
Marines
veteran?
would have veteran, but the Marines aren't the ones that are here.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I missed.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's just blam. Like, damn it! If you had flesh, you'd be dead right now.
Exactly. You're like, that would have
That's the
gone
end of my
straight through your heart.
I'm just angry.
Abla, if you want an easy target, I can't help but notice that my chunky skeleton isn't guarding.
Right. So I'm gonna save the wizard. Dash, sprint, and attack.
Did you tap your frenzy?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So Abla taps their frenzy, so they are no longer afraid because Abla is a berserker and can do that.
Was Abla afraid in the first place?
Yeah.
they
I don't
were
think
the ones
so.
that Go scared. Remember?
From the
He
scare
tried
stuff.
to, but he failed. I
No,
think.
we
failed.
discussed this while you were away.
Oh,
My bad,
You
my
rolled
bad.
a 7, he rolled a 6, which means you made him afraid.
oh, I thought it was counting successes. Okay, my bad.
So did
No,
I. That's why I didn't
No,
do this.
it's a duel.
All right,
Okay.
so here's my attack.
Okay.
I think I clicked the wrong thing. I'm using defense. Okay, here it is.
All right. He's gonna counter with a punch. Damn. Didn't get it. Okay. Becomes damage plus 6 weak.
7 because
Unfortunately.
he's hurt.
7 because he's hurt. He can't actually soak that with his single soak die. So weak damage, pretty good against skeletons. Don't have a lot of soak
Weak,
dice.
Also, the weird part is not only you're immune to slaying and critical, you're also immune to weak, which means you take full damage from weak attacks.
What?
I don't see that in the skeleton.
Oh, it's on
list.
this one? Okay, never mind. Then, yeah, go ahead and try to soak it twice, but I think you're still dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's 7 damage. I could only soak it down to 5.
Yeah,
so.
you're obliterated.
Yeah.
Who cares if you're overkilled, so.
Yeah.
That's what you get for not having armor, I guess.
That
I
was
guess.
a naked skeleton.
Speaking of, the captain doesn't have armor. I think it might be best for me to try to tag him before something happens.
No, kill the ghost!
I know. I'm going to try to kill the ghost. So,
All
Here
right.
goes Captain.
I'm going to summon my magical powers. I'm going to prepare move water, and then I'm going to try to attack the captain.
Okay.
So, I assume he has nothing to counter with here, which would probably be very good. He is going to be resisting with speed and dodge versus 3.
He is anonymous, which means he does get a bonus D12.
He does get his bonus D12, but it also means I might still get more successes than him. I only have 2 at the moment.
He's gonna have to. Yeah, he's gonna have to get both. He's rolling a D4 for speed. Not very fast here. D4,
Where's my lightning?
D12 could happen. Didn't happen. All right, that's a hit.
There we go. That is 1 hit. This is 3 damage weak. It
Okay.
is not the most fantastic thing ever. However, he must now soak it.
He
doesn't have
has
armor.
no
He's a ghost.
soak. Yeah, ghosts.
Yeah, their
have
ghost
no
suck
soak.
is also their soak is also terrible.
They're immune to, and by terrible, just doesn't exist. They're immune to like physical damage, but they have no soak. So it's just
He also rolled a
duration.
D4. He can't dodge for shit.
Yeah, you can't dodge for shit. So let's see.
So it's hurt, afraid, and injured.
Yep. He's immune to afraid.
Okay.
But yeah,
So you're hurt and injured.
hurt and injured. Yep.
There we go. I hurt the ghost. I did it.
All right.
You didn't even kill it.
I'm trying my best, damn it. See, if he was alive, he'd be very scared right now.
Okay.
I'm still.
We must
So
have been.
I've done what I must.
We must have been
Yeah,
hitting the
that's all.
butts at the same time.
Yep.
And that's all of us. So I think it's rise of the.
Chow,
bad
you
guys.
win, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah,
you
yeah,
should
yeah,
definitely
my
go.
bad.
But the only thing that changes on me is I just get rid of the reeling symbol.
Yeah,
Because I recover from reeling. Guard again, yeah.
All right, and I guess the 2 Marines up top who are afraid will go ahead and hide up on the deck for a bit to recover from being afraid.
Yeah, they would
Okay.
probably get out of line of sight.
We'll just put them over
So-
here for now, and we'll remove fear from them.
There we go. And then they'll try to come back later.
I mean,
Okay.
they'll peer out to see you're all dead.
Gotcha. All right. So, I'm gonna start up north with Commodore, because I've already got guys here. We're gonna do the same thing. The
Guard
shrunken
attack.
and cadaverous skeleton is going to make the attack.
Yeah, because this round they could all.
I guess they
Oh.
could, because they're
I
all
guess
can
Merryweather
guard and
at least
attack,
called them
right?
guards. He didn't do anything.
They don't have to move, right?
Yeah, I know he's trying to lure you into it. Remember, the point of pack tactics is it's better to roll the big bonus D12s than it is to attack on your lonesome.
Well, this is the thing. Because they're already guarded, they
All
could
3
just
of them could attack me with a bonus
could
2
guard
to
and
12.
attack, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Each of them
it's-
goes
we're gonna
guard
do
and
it.
attack.
So we'll do it in order. We'll do the gorilla skeleton first.
Yep.
You have 2 friends who are guarding for bonus 2d12, and you get another d12 because they're afraid. Are you going to guard an attack or aim an attack?
Guard and attack, of course.
All right, then go for
Guard.
it. You get 2d12 from your friends and a d12 because your opponent's afraid.
Yep. So D6, D4. This will just
Commodore, I
be a
assume will
punch.
counter.
Yeah.
There is always the ordering question, which does someone have to finish out their turn first?
Do they have, just to clarify before we keep on, do
Mhm.
they have that gift?
What gift?
The one that gives them the D12, if I'm afraid.
Pack tactics.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
No,
No.
not Pack Tactics. Scary Fighter. Yes.
Yeah.
Scary
They don't. The stat block doesn't, but these do because I think it's more interesting. That's
All
why
right, I
included
just
the
wanted to
ghost.
verify, that's all.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, make your roll.
Have fun.
Okay, but I had another question. Are we doing this because? Sorry, Griff points out something that's interesting, which is the order of the turn. Can we split turns so that they all guard and then all make their attacks, or is
You
it like
can't split. You
Can't do it.
Split. Pick a guy and do it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll start with this one. He'll be like the last one in order. We'll do this in reverse order. So, or
So
well,
are you doing the girlish skeleton?
doing the girlish skeleton is just going to attack with 1d12. Guard and attack.
You have
1d12.
two friends who are guarding, so that's D12.
Yeah, just do all the attacks. Stop talking about it. Let's just do all the attacks. 2d12 bonus. 3d12. 3d12 bonus.
Yeah, you guys are
Hit me.
overthinking this.
Hit me.
Okay.
Look, we the players split up our turns all the time.
That's a 3d12.
Don't care.
Fair enough.
Rerolling the d12 on my end.
Okay.
Very use.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a 1 point hit.
If that
Yep.
12 wasn't a 12.
Just 2 damage. Can't tell if you did you get hurt?
I'm hurt.
Then it becomes 3 damage for
correct.
that attack. Yes.
Down to 2, which returns me to reeling.
Okay.
Okay.
Means the next
Go
one's
live.
taking a d8 as well.
Yep.
Plus a d8.
Yeah.
Right,
so
here's
the
the
next one
second.
attacks. They have two friends that are guarding for 2d12. They have the target's scared, and they get a bonus d8.
This is the shrunken.
Rerolling the d12.
Are you a blind fighter?
Yep.
Cal? I thought so, because I know you.
Yep.
All right, that's a hit from Cal.
Okay.
4 damage.
So
5 damage.
damn. All right. Well, I only have a 1 soak die, which means they're
So
done.
you're dead.
Blam.
Just remove him. And then this
Okay.
last guy gets a d12 from the guarding person and a d12 because the target's scared, and d8 because they're reeling.
Yep.
Yeah, see, it's that simple.
Wow, that was a bad one.
Mine wasn't that much better, but it's still 5 damage.
Still 5 damage.
So you're out.
and also out. Damn. Play.
All right. Good job, Cal.
Okay. Meanwhile, up here, all right.
So
We're gonna start with the ghost. The ghost is gonna try to scar Gaston. That's kind of
Okay.
important. So we're
Yep.
gonna
the
start
ghost
with that.
recovers from reeling and tries to scare Gaston.
Yep. 3d12 versus target's body, will, and presence.
Yep.
Give me something good. Yeah,
Body
could have been a
will.
lot better.
So you have to be the
Pretty
six.
sure.
Can
Yeah,
you?
pretty sure I don't have presence. I could beat a 6. I do.
Oh, you do.
Ah,
Congratulations.
you don't
Okay.
scare me, Ghost. I'm the one who's hurting you.
And
I
I'm
ain't
putting you
scared
in the grave.
of no
and that's a
ghost.
scare attempt, so it sends the ghost reeling
Indeed, it does.
as it stands
Alright.
up and does spooky stuff.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, these other skeletons are going to move in.
Yeah,
I think the madam is the most.
Yeah, I think you would have the thick move up and guard, then the hairy would move up and attack.
Yes. Thick guards. Harry attacks. Harry, you are no longer guarded. And
Okay, I will drop my pistol and use sudden draw, a new ability they have, to draw a stick so I can counterattack you.
Yeah.
nice. Okay. Could have been worse.
Not good enough. You hit me.
I did. So it's going to be a 1 success, 1 damage for 2 total damage coming at you.
I will soak one of it. I'm hurt.
Okay. And that just leaves my vile skeleton is going to close and guard, and stalwart skeleton is also going to move up here. That's 7. Just gonna try to get to the action, basically. And that's it for my turn. It's back to you guys.
Did the ghost do anything?
Yeah, he tried to scare Gaston.
Right,
and
right.
failed.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
And I guess on your turn, we can bring these guys back.
Okay,
And
I'm going to recover from reeling in guard. I'm like, stupid heroes, can't you stay dead?
Sprint and attack Vile Skeleton. If I make it. I make it.
Oh yeah, you do.
The scale on this map is slightly
Weird.
off.
Yeah.
A little weird,
I'm
yeah.
It probably needs to be like halved, but it's fine.
Okay. Vile
I'm going
skeleton is.
to, actually, no. Let's see what happens. I got a 7 there.
Yeah, we're gonna counter with a punch. 7. Simultaneous hit.
Yep.
Okay. My punch is 2 damage coming at you. Yours is the damage plus 4 weak. God damn it. So I actually can't save. He's going down anyway.
Ooh.
But yep, you take a hit. Dead skeleton is dead. Come on, skeleton. Die.
So
Thank you.
I would probably say I can't attack the ghost again this turn anyway. What I should do is probably help the madame and keep her from being crowd controlled here. I'm going to ready Maelstrom and then cast it, and I will hit these 3 skeletons.
Nice.
So they are rolling will endurance to resist.
Okay.
I
They
am
have
rolling very much the same dice I was before.
D6, but no endurance. They're rolling D6s.
I think I was joking with Griff before that endurance is one of the most common things to get in character career combo.
Right. Currently it is tied 1-1. I will put my personality into it. And that gives me 1 success over them. Yay me. So this is damage 2 penetrating with confusion.
Okay.
So each of them is taking 3 damage because they are hurt.
Okay. All right. Here's 3d4s, 1 for each of them.
They don't have any armor, right?
No.
Okay.
So you said it was 3 damage for each?
Yeah, it would be 3 damage each.
Okay, that means that these 2 are going to take the injured status, but the one that got the 4 is not. And they're not getting afraid because they're skeletons. They fear nothing.
There we go. They are also confused.
Oh, all right. Confused.
There we go. Maelstrom of hail and ice will just smack all of them.
Cool. Okay.
So they have terrible footing, they're confused, they're all hurt and injured, and the madame is safe for now. Alright. Cow. Actually, yeah, these guys appear back on the scene, so that's good. So, Cow, what are you doing?
Same thing as before. Wrong button.
Reeling in guard.
Yeah, really. There we go. I got the door. No one's coming in behind us.
True.
I guess that's it.
Okay.
Rise of bad guys.
Rise of bad guys. My bad guys are gonna be Ghost, Recover, try to scare Gaston again.
Alright, so
with
got a
3d12.
D8, D6 on that.
That's more like it.
That's gotta do it. What are you gonna choose to do? Are you gonna try to sweep or make me absolutely terrified?
I'm gonna terrify you.
There you go.
Oh, great. Yeah, because I can't rally you out of that.
Not even slightly.
Yeah, no. He's keeping his treasure.
Oh, that sucks.
So I'm gonna go with. Do we have a specific terrified mark? I don't think so. So I'm just gonna do fear 2.
Oh, yeah, you could just do fear 2.
That works. Works. My skeletons.
All right, maybe the ghost does have something. I'm running. I'm out of here.
Okay.
So I think what Harry would do is Harry could guard and attack me if he wanted to.
Yeah. So I'm just confusion.
Oh, I guess they would also be reeling.
It's like a reeling that never ends. We all get bonus D8 to hit you.
Gotcha.
Oh, and you can't dash. You can only sprint.
They do still have to recover from reeling too, so they have to choose if
That's
they're
true.
guarding or
Well,
attacking.
Harry would recover from reeling and attack me.
Yeah, and Thick would recover and guard. So he's going to
But
attack. So
You-
Harry will attack
no-
with a D12.
Normally, we're loosey goosey. When you're doing stuff like this, you should do them one at a time. Pick a guy and do their thing.
Well, that's why I'm going to start with Thick. Thick, recover, guard. Harry, recover, attack with the D12 from Thick.
Right, and I get a bonus D8 to counterattack because I'm confused.
And I got nothing but 2s.
Amazing.
What a
rolls.
waste.
This is
Amazing.
a great
Good.
day
That's
for
1,
these.
2, 3, 4, 5. Bonk.
Bonk. He dead. Deadsies.
That's how you.
I mean,
do
he
it.
was dead, but now
All
he's
this
dead
time
again.
I've been using guns. I could have been using sticks.
All right. Stalwart
so you know
is
the power of the stick.
recovering and moving up. Moving up, but he's not guarded. Unguard. Okie dokie.
Well, you have
we still have
to-
girlish.
When you move up, you have to sprint. You can't dash. You have to roll randomly.
Oh.
Because
There's
you're
sprint
confused.
die. Right.
Which is a D8 for
D8?
you, so I'm not that
Yes.
worried. Nope.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
Go back to where you were.
Philosopher.
That's also a fun rule because sprints are random, which means when you're confused, you're more likely to run off the edge or run into walls.
Hmm.
okay. Girlish is gonna guard and attack a cow. That's what we got. It's and it's not much because he's got no friends anymore, so it's just going to be a D4 and a D6.
Well, and the D12, he's still afraid.
It didn't work for my
Oh,
other
yes.
3 friends, but it'll work for me.
You never know until you try.
I mean, they're
I know
skeletons.
that-
They kind of have one.
It's close to
They've
my.
got one move.
It's close to my
Yeah, you're
motto.
obliterated.
Yeah. 1, 2.
So I just think, like,
3,
imagine if you had a
4,
cow
5.
like, leaning back on his tail and just kicking them in the face.
Well, no, these are my
Very nice.
claws. So
These are your claws. So you're basically punching them like a kangaroo kickboxer.
Okay. The skeletons are now just piles of bone outside of this treasure hoard room, and all of my remaining skeletons have acted, and it's back to you guys now.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, I'm terrified. Someone else should do something.
I'll do something. You're not reeling, at least. All right. Well, listen to me, Gaston. If you don't kill this ghost, I'll kill you myself. I'm going to attempt to reason with Gaston.
I know the ghost
Gaston,
said that to attack him is to cross the veil of eternity, and the Zeus submits myself to death, but I take your threat more seriously.
That's pretty good.
You must resist me with your mind, will, and negotiation.
I actually have a negotiation as well.
I know. This makes this difficult.
You do need to beat a 6.
Let me see if I can do that. Do I actually have a negotiation? I do not. Yeah, you are not a criminal, so never mind.
Unfortunately.
Come on.
I am a pirate.
Well, but I'm also horrible. I have successfully removed your terrified.
Hooray.
And I'm reeling. That actually, and I guarded before I did this. That ends my turn.
I have to apologize. I didn't hear any of that because I am captivated by this GIF that Ark just posted of a kangaroo beating the crap out of a dude in a boxing ring and then punching the ref. And this can't be real. Who did this? What is
It's
wrong
from a
with
movie.
them?
Let me
Is it from a movie?
Yeah, it's from a very famous movie, which you can look up about a boxing kangaroo. So
My God, I don't even know what to say to this is amazing and stupid and like horrible.
if
but
it's
okay.
not from the movie, then it is an act. But yeah, do not fuck with kangaroos; they will fuck your shit up.
Absolutely not. All right.
So I'm done. After I yell at Gaston, kill the ghost already.
Gaston will recover his
Looks
ability
like he
to
has.
use magic and then ready his magic. And then that's it.
I'm sorry, quick again because I was distracted. So you reasoned him out of terrified does that also reason him out of being afraid? Does it remove the terrified, or does it bump it down to afraid?
I have one success. I believe that removes the terrified, but I would have to look this up. It just
I
says
want to
that-
check because I felt like it
Yeah,
might have been a
please
matter of
check.
degrees. You could be right. Let's check.
And even then, you would
Terrified.
still ready the spell and recharge and re-ready the spell anyway.
It says terrified can be reduced to afraid by being reasoned
But
with.
I'd still do it.
Still afraid. Okay.
Right. Merryweather could try to talk me out of it because he is right there not doing much
Mm-hmm.
else.
Well, yeah, Merryweather could try to rally you out of it.
It would mean that they'd have to get 2 successes to terrify me again that same way.
I would say that he's a captain, so I'm going to give him leadership, so 2d8. Yeah. Okay, so you're good. Merryweather's
Yeah.
like, you can do this, lad.
I guess Ablo's going to come over here and kill one of these skeletons.
I'm gonna try. I have to sprint to get there because it's such a long distance.
It happens.
Same as my dash. So let's see. I'll recover from reeling and then move 4.
Yeah, no big deal. I think
So
that's the end of us. Can't you throw sticks, though?
I don't have the quick draw, quick sheath. They
Oh.
need to do that right away.
It's fine. It really matters what the ghost does next.
Okay, the ghost is
Here
going
comes
to
Commander Cow.
keep trying to lock on Gaston, because proven that he's the only one who can go toe-to-toe with him.
Right, you're continuing to try to scare me to lock me down.
I mean, it's the only smart play, and this ghost is all he
He
can do
also
is
doesn't
scare
like
people.
have an attack or anything, I assume.
Yeah, right. He's not forgoing any other sort of strategy. So here we go. 3 more d12, same roll as before. A 10.
Oh boy. So do D8, D6. Hey, it's 7, but that's still 9 and 10. I'm terrified again.
Terrified.
Well,
again.
it's up to you. You can either make Gaston terrified or you can make Gaston afraid and scare somebody else.
Who helped him last time? It was
Merryweather the
one-
Madame.
I'm the one who negotiated them out of terror.
Madame? I think I'm going to
Merryweather's
swoop
the
to
one
Madame.
that negotiated them rallied them out of fear.
Okay, so Gaston, you get afraid. Madame, I'm also giving you. Well, I'm gonna make a roll against you, right?
Yeah,
Here we go.
bring it.
7 high.
That's
Okay.
a tie. Which
No,
goes
you got
to-
an 8.
Oh, it's an 8. Right. That's even better.
Mm,
Yeah.
even
Look,
better.
I'm not having your ghost crap.
Okay, all right,
I don't have time for you and your ghost bullshit.
all right. Reeling and who
Yeah,
else?
I'm not a wizard pushover.
Skellingtons. We're gonna roll our sprint for the stalwart. That's 4. I'll get him. 1, 2, 4,
But you get
5.
that too, because you have a that, so you're tripping over all the money.
Exactly. I'm gonna guard with him. Thick is gonna take another swing at you, Madame.
You get a bonus D8 to do it
D8.
because I am reeling.
Yep. D4, D6, D8. Hip.
I will dodge, and because I'm guarding and a veteran, I have a 9, so I successfully.
Very
dodge.
nice. You duck the swipe from the skeleton. I think I'm out of people. I think that was everything. So we're
Yeah,
back to you guys.
We're wrapping up here. So if
Yeah.
Merryweather could rally Gaston, we could get rid of this thing.
Yeah, if these guys could bail, they might by now, but they're just skeletons. They really don't have much say. Down to the captain.
Yeah. So Merryweather, can you rally Gaston again?
Sorry. You got this just a bit more. 2d8. Hey, congrats.
There you go. Gaston is now ready. I can now aim and attack.
Yes.
And because
he's
I know
really
he can't dodge, I'm going to be using Create Water. He does get to dodge it, but he is
Got a crit
terrible at it.
dodge.
Yeah,
All right.
So nail him.
All right,
Don't let
great.
this up.
There's a 7 in there.
Okay.
He
There's
does get
the
his
4.
D12. He's still anonymous.
Oh, right.
Oh,
I'm
I guess
sorry.
I do get an D8 because he is reeling.
And he's
Yeah.
reeling. So there's an 8. And there's a 6. All right.
Oh, there we go. That
So,
is 2 successes
points.
on top of it. This is damage to critical.
I
So I
he
believe that
takes
is
critical.
5, 6, 7 damage to him.
damn. Yeah, I think that's going to be all she wrote. He has no
I think
soak,
that takes
so
him out.
yep. The ghost screams and writhes in his chair as he begins to dissipate. You can see its hands burying themselves in the mounds of gold that it will never touch again. And
I
before you
spike
know
through it and pinning it to the chair.
oh yeah, that could work too. Yep. Soon it is not but faint mist, like what you would see on the surface of a port on a cold night. The skeletons shudder, grasping at their empty eye sockets as they crumble and fall and become inert piles of bone among the treasure.
I
Congratulations.
smashed your house bone. Ah,
As he fades the mist, I have to do a one-liner. I'm just gonna be like, I guess his confidence evaporated. But
And that's it. Campaign done, guys. Well done, everybody. It's
I'll see myself out. at the end.
throw a stick up against Gaston's head. Bonk.
okay.
I can't believe I negotiated with you.
If it was not for the support of my friends.
Commodore, you're injured.
No, I'm hurt. I'm really hurt.
Oh.
Flesh.
I just
The
like-
Commodore comes here and says, yeah, I fought off 4 skeletons by myself.
It's nothing.
Cal just casually fighting armies in the background.
Yeah, because sometimes people go, well, that went okay. Like that, but when I'm fighting the undead in Ironclaws, it can go south very quickly.
Mm.
We
Yes.
are just at the precipice where this could have gone very terribly, very fast.
This could have gone very south very quickly. If I had, I could see I thought the character could resist fear, so I'm not afraid of these guys.
There you go. That was very useful in this case.
Yes.
I'm happy that I locked down Gaston for as long as I did. But yeah.
Well, if I was thinking if we keep him terrified, it's like this is not going to work. So,
Yep. If I did it
That
again,
situation, if Gaston was locked down and then 3 skeletons were trying to eat him,
yeah.
that'd be game over.
If I did it again, I would do more skeletons, or maybe try to scale them
Well,
up. But
we do have another problem. The ship is haunted, which means in order, it's going to cry now. So in order to get rid of the haunting, we have to figure out what's causing the haunting and get rid of that. And you'd say, oh, well, it must be the gold. The gold here, which is evil gold, has caused people to have excess of worldliness and want it. Therefore, we should take the gold with us somewhere else. That just moves the haunting somewhere else.
But we could take the haunting and we can put it over there.
Well,
we can
one
give it to the colonials.
would argue if the gold as a
No.
whole is haunted, then dispersing it out across all of the islands would dissipate the haunting to a minimal level.
But we don't know. Reduce
I
the haunting to a minimal level. They might
I
only have
suppose
one
at the very least with with the danger gone, Gaston can at least take his time to see if there are perhaps other evidences available, or if it is literally the gold,
I'm pretty
and
sure
confirm or
gold-
deny this.
you know, this sounds like a good use of a supernatural role. Maybe mind and supernatural.
Perhaps it was otherworldly desires that pushed them to this. That is 2 successes.
Successes. You're fairly sure it was the stolen gold? Yeah. I mean, there was some. I think there's the restless dead, right? Like, obviously, the circumstances of their death kind of sucked and were a little bit mental, but it was the gold that drove them to it.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah.
So
So then, actionably, with my knowledge of the supernatural, what do I think might uncurse this gold from its worldly evils?
well, so as you glance around, I'll say there's roughly 7 tons of gold, spendable money, gold, and there's 1 ton of cultural artifacts. If you were going to separate it all out and put it back in its boxes,
okay.
I
So-
also needed to count it, so thank you.
so a total of 8 tons of loot of booty here, and yes, you believe. I think what the Theta proffered makes a lot of sense. If you redistributed these riches back to the lands of their origin, that might be kind of tricky to figure out at this point, but it would, at least if you took the gold off the boat would probably, you'd fix the haunting.
Well, I would suggest we should take the cultural artifacts and return them, because that's what I would do. But yeah, it's the love of money that's cursed. I mean, it's not, but I guess we're taking all the gold. So
Certainly, us as pirates have no love of gold whatsoever, and certainly we're not hoarding vast amounts in our own safe.
This is the argument we had before last time, though, that we're not appropriating the wealth from the natives like the colonials do. And we've already determined that this gold comes from the natives.
So here's the
Unfortunately, most of the gold you're going to find in this part of the world is native to this part of the world.
Not if we only get the trade vessels that are coming from Calabria direction, or Zongao direction.
So here's the tricky part. So now we have to convince our crew to come aboard the ship, pick the stuff up, and move it to our ship. And we brought 2 guys who saw the supernatural in the first place. So this is going to be, first of all, a difficult thing to convince them to do, and then it's going to be a morale hit when they start talking about the haunted gold.
Madame, come here. I think perhaps we need your abilities here most of all. You need to go to the 2 Marines and you need to gaslight them harder than you ever have before. Convince them that it was the crabs. The crabs are poisonous.
Well, not me.
Or we can fortify the morale. Which are you better at?
I give them a speech about doing the right thing, and it just falls apart.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that would terribly work. You just stutter and go, well, what about the gold?
Now remember, no matter how sharp their claws are, or how loud the wails of the dead may hit you.
Chief, I mean, I have to elbow him while he's saying that, and can you, mention something there? I can only give you a D8 bonus. That's all I can do. You might not want to mention Ixnay on the RRA.
All right, I'll roll the D8 and then I'll throw in my personality of optimistic.
I'm sure that couldn't happen again.
Well, at least the 8 helped. D12 did not.
There you go. That is at least a success. They're not running in terror.
Every die that originated from myself failed.
That might be enough to convince them to do it, but they're not going to be happy.
So
I don't think either one of them is going to take their share of this particular treasure, but they won't go telling tales to the rest of the crew.
Yeah, they're definitely going to gossip. So we need to get rid of this cursed gold as soon as possible.
Which does bring up one more matter of the splitting with Merryweather. I believe we have a negotiation to pursue, Captain.
Wait, what are you talking about? We don't want any of this. Let him take all of it.
No! He's a colonial. He's going to take it, if we're going to give it to somebody. By the way, I'm disappointed you guys didn't throw Merryweather to the skeletons. But this is all the further reason we give it to the Opium Island, so that haunting will recongeal in the opium dealers.
We're going to haunt the opium trade, everyone.
Well, we can't just giving the gold to the locals. They'll just spend it on opium.
That's what I'm saying. They give it back to the opium, where it'll recongeal back together again into a stronger, haunted mass, which will destroy the opium dealers.
Perhaps, though, this is at least one step forward. We do need to take care of the first step in front of us, which is, Merryweather, you do have the boat, and we can't help but notice that all the gold is cursed.
Well, obviously, we've dispelled that. Your wizardry was quite useful in that regard. I must commend you, Sir Gaston.
I appreciate, of course, recognition of my perfection. However, I cannot help but tell you that so long as the gold remains on the ship, it shall be cursed to the end of the days, and the boat will be haunted.
I love how we can counter our argument saying, you don't know that. It's like, yeah, you guys are hilarious.
So then, allow me to offer my expertise. I can remove the haunting once and for all, but for a greater share of the gold of which we will take. Off of your hands, removing the haunting.
Man, okay, that's a negotiation if I ever heard one.
Yeah, I'm not assisting that.
I'll let you include your supernatural dice, but I'm also going to roll a D8 penalty because this guy, you're talking about his life dream here. He
I
thinks he's richer
absolutely
than
am,
God.
but I do have to convince him to part with the gold.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
adding the supernatural in does help me a whole lot. I don't have much to contest a D8, but I do at least have one success.
Congratulations, that D8 rolled badly. So that one success is going to tip the scales, having seen the effects of the haunting firsthand, and just recently surviving an encounter with the Walking Dead. He's going to say, fine. Ultimately, this ship is my birthright, and I wish it to be, seaworthy and preferably unhaunted. How much of the treasure will you need in order to dispel the curse upon it?
I would perhaps like to go ahead and toss that back at you, Red, and ask, is there a specific amount, or does it need to all be removed, or should I just suggest he move his share to Lawson, to his own ship afterwards?
Let's simplify it and say that if the cultural artifacts go and 1 ton of the gold goes, then it will have dispersed it enough.
Right. So that would
So.
still be less than the third share that we had. So I'm going to go ahead and say, let's increase it to, we would like half of it. 1 ton of
Okay.
the cultural artifacts, 3 tons of gold.
You can see that he's at war with himself for a moment, but finally he releases his balled fists and says, fine. Obviously, I'm indebted to you for your service, and, well, not even this can ruin my day. This is the culmination of a lifelong dream. I'll have to talk it over with my crew, you understand, but I'm sure they will, they'll be reasonable.
I'm sure
now
they'll
that
be
we have
all the happier with all the gold in the world they will possess now.
Yes, I mean, so what do I say? 7 ton. Of course, I have to make it an odd
So
number.
he ends up with 4 tons of gold.
Yeah.
And we're gaining an extra 3 tons of gold.
Hooray!
Putting us to 4, and of course we're
and
getting
1 ton of cursed cultural artifacts.
Artifacts, cursed, question mark. I'll figure out what that's worth later. However, there is 1 ton of it. There we go. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 18. That'd be 25 tons of cargo. Oh, I had this number wrong at some point. Okay. Bam, there we go. Alright, cargo is available.
Okay. So
at the very least, I will assume that is what will happen when we finally move everything and coordinate everything, move the ships back, and we probably want to make sure his ship is actually available to sail here too, because that's what he came here to do, and I would like to see that through.
I'll say that once you guys step back on deck, the mysterious fog has dissipated. You can now see to the horizon in all directions. Apparently, this curse was localized to this ship, and having at least suppressed the ghost captain has done wonders for the surrounding environment. As you guys make way back to your ships, you can see the beginnings of sea life, the evidence of it creeping back into this area, and it's a matter of logistics to get the ships required back here to offload the cargo and to get the ship
Lost and
itself
Folly could
towed.
probably do ferries to and from.
Exactly.
Getting his ship out of here is probably going to be the harder thing.
Yeah, and maybe requires another expedition of sorts, but we're getting to the point where I assumed that we might have like 2 more sessions, but you guys played smart. You outran a bunch of pirates. You did not follow an evil siren ghost into the night, and so we're kind of done. We accomplished the goal of the campaign, and you guys are now super rich, possibly cursed.
Yeah, I love it. You're super rich, but possibly cursed. It's like
Yeah, you know.
That's
Not
okay. We
exactly
can
not-
always return the cultural artifacts to get our karma and then still be exuberantly rich. We've
Well-
done the right thing and got paid for it. This is the best of all
You,
circumstances.
you keep saying could. We are. I mean, I'm gonna make it. I think it should be our mission to get these cultural artifacts identified and then returned. You know, because I know that my father made a deal with the devil to make cursed antiques, and it cost him his soul. Now I must return all of them. I mean, also predictably in typical cliche fashion, it could just be that one of these artifacts is cursed and started the whole thing.
You just don't know which one.
But
Right,
we
and
don't
there's
know
no
which
way
one.
to tell until we pick exactly one to keep and it curses us the rest of our days.
And some of them could be multiple cursed. So there, I just told them we could extend this campaign indefinitely.
We could,
I
but we're
know.
not.
Well, we're not.
This sequel bait. I had a lot of fun with this, but I think that this is probably a good time to check out rather than dragging it into another
I would
session.
rather end on a high note.
Yeah.
Then and that was a high note because once again these kinds of I'm always a big fan of the known unknowns theory of because you know me, I'm always campaigning of if anything can happen at any time and I don't understand it, then I'm not engaged because I don't know what's going on, and all I can do when it's my turn is attack anyway. So it doesn't matter. I would just attack. Whereas with this, it's like, okay, they're skeletons and they have a specific, tactical advantage, and they also have a boss. And the mere act of having a boss and a tactical advantage, just those two wrinkles changes the way you deal with all of this. But
Right.
also, it may look like we dealt with it pretty easily because we also know our characters. Theta built a specific character, Obley built a specific character, and I did. So the preparation of the powers that we built help us deal with the problems, and I'm glad we can roll with that. Because often I meet GMs who go, man, they didn't seem very challenged by it. But it was like we spent a lot of time thinking about the characters we wanted to build. And then when a situation came up that we could deal with it, we dealt with it. So
Very true.
I love it when
Be
that
said
kind of
for that.
stuff pays off. I often feel like everyone's so obsessed with we have to challenge them that it basically means, well, your choices don't matter because if you're better, we'll just ramp everyone up to be meaner to you. And it's like, so none of your choices actually matter. And I hate that. So I want to say I really enjoyed this. And I enjoyed this character.
I enjoyed your character too. And I have also felt on occasion that, yes, sometimes I wish that I was challenging you guys more, but I think it's a very fair point. I will say, regrets. I don't actually have most regrets. We covered a lot of ground. We got to use a lot of the rules from the book, I think, to good effect. Learned a lot of things. Had a lot of adventures in a wide variety of different locales. I don't feel like I at any point provided a challenge that could withstand Abla's withering, fragmenting knife axe attacks. That's one regret for me, but not that I tried it especially hard to do so. But
it's really just bad rolling. Like the whole scene in the cave when we were being attacked by the cave people, that could have gone south so quickly.
Yep.
So it's this weird. I noticed it's this weird thing GMs have where they feel like I didn't feel like I challenged everyone, and then one day you TPK everyone.
I mean, yeah.
There's always challenge is always very nebulous, isn't it? It's like
Right.
we were at threat of losing. Things could have gone poorly.
There's always the random chance you could be randomly killed.
Imagine if the ghost successfully feared everyone in a row, just rolling from one person to the next.
We could have been.
Imagine if the D12s versus me rolled very high.
Imagine if I didn't have enough negotiation and enough willpower to get you out of being terrified.
Or nobody had negotiation, despite the fact we've been trying to sell stuff for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
It's always that I that's what I always worry about. It's like the hit point theory. It's like people the reason why every game has hit points is because you start with 1,000 and then that number slowly goes down. People can look at that and see, oh wow, a number was high and now it's low.
Right.
You must be losing. Whereas in a lot of old schooler games, when Ironclaw still owes a lot to that, a lot of it is fail one roll and a cock-up cascade starts. So you have to have that
Mhm.
tension of we have to keep that bad thing from happening. But the problem with that is that that's not visible to the people at the table. It looks like, oh, you're making all of your rolls, and I don't see a hit point number going down. This must be too easy, not
Mhm.
you're lucky or you're managing your luck. And
Yeah.
that's a paradox you have to deal with. That's why the computer games have all moved to stupid sponging.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the sponging really sucks. I mean, I think from my perspective, and this might be a personal player preference, is that I want to see people hitting the asphalt. Like that's me. I want to see people going down.
Understandably, you
they
can
don't have to
always
stay
just
down.
say the pirate king walks out. What kind of dice do you think he's going to roll? And then see us all go, nope, we're just not engaging with that.
Right? That's
mean-
the other part.
I
of
mean,
it
no
too.
combat save the whole time.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. No combat saves.
I mean,
know.
Commander Cal will just die.
That's what I said. No
Yeah.
combat save. I was available to be killed anytime.
You could have been killed by
You
the
were
fourth
surrounded
elephant.
by 4 people with pack tactics. They could have been rolling
Yeah,
an additional
but-
40-12 versus you and annihilate you in a single
But
gory
Commander
bloody
Cal always
brawl.
buys the ability to counterattack when he's reeling. So
Yeah.
that's what makes
Yeah.
him hard to take out.
Mhm.
They're good. I
It
definitely
still could have
think.
gone even worse there.
I mean, that would have killed me.
Oh yeah, me too.
Well, the thing would be, don't attack me with physical attacks. Hit me
Well-
with the imperceptible, with
Hit
the
you
other
with a
stuff.
bow or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm easily countable. I'm good at the one thing. I didn't have swimming. Sink the ship. I mean, honestly, I could be killed 1,000 ways. I've made myself good at the one threat.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
the
Right,
problem
you tend
is
to
that
play very capable specialists.
Oh, I've killed Theta before. It's hilarious.
sure. Well, we've also not saying that that's what happened,
Red's
but
killed Theta
we've
before.
also just had conversations about that's true. But
Yeah.
we've also had conversations about like the antagonist GM too, right? Like
Mhm.
at what point are you being sporting, and then at what point are you trying to foil your players' builds? And this game,
Mhm.
I didn't put that many late nights into it. It was a lot of like, what do I think would be here? Sailors. Are sailors covered in plate mail? Chainmail? No, they're not. They're sailors. They're not wearing armor. That makes them necessarily very squishy. But I think it makes sense for the situation, right?
And
Us-
as much as I'm enjoying the combat, there's a lot of more. You hear me talking about. There's a lot of moral and story choices that my character has to make, and that I feel invested in. Like I feel invested in the campaign. If the campaign is nothing but a series of combat encounters, I wouldn't be as invested in all of that. So
Right.
I like.
Speaking morally too, we're a fleet of pirate ships with heavy cannons, and we passed by like a dozen native islands, all of which were rich in cultural artifacts that we could have just looted and then sold somewhere else.
Well,
And we did.
Well, we had to keep getting into arguments with Gaston about it. Because Gaston, morally, had no morals.
I
did
know.
like-
I had to put the tension there. I have to at least say, hey, are we going to be pirates? That's all.
Someone
I
should
have
ask
to
the
do.
question,
Am I gonna
right?
shove a stick up your ass? No, I enjoyed it a lot. So thank you for running the campaign.
I had fun
Yeah.
too.
Thank
It's
you
always
guys
fun
for
when you're
playing.
around, Red.
Uh,
Maybe we'll get you as a player.
I would really like that. It's been over a year now, probably even longer than that, since I've gotten to play in an Ironclaw game,
Well,
and I miss it. So
We have several games nomination. I would like to be game mastering again. So,
Perfect.
But to cover that up, this is, for those of you watching this in the future, this is Thanksgiving weekend.
Yep.
And then after that is, speaking of what I'm up to, is Midwest Fur Fest, which is the week after that. So that's going to keep me busy for a bit.
Okay.
Well, if you're at Midwest Fur Fest, come by and say hi.
Cool.
Any last things we want to wrap up with then?
Just that. Well, yeah, no, just that. I had fun. Thank you guys for playing. Sorry it wasn't a longer campaign, but I'm glad that we did get to play. I'm looking forward to this book coming here physically, so I can like put my greasy mitts on it.
Yeah, I will say, as far as ending it, better that it ended in a fun way than dragged on forever.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the ultimate push and pull, right? I've had this conversation with Data too, where it's just like, as a GM, I've lately gotten into this mindset where it's like, I want to play short-ish contained stories that have predetermined like ending, goalposts essentially, so that we can like do the thing, feel satisfied, make new characters, try something new. Because I just want to play in all these different settings and all these different games. Whereas a lot of players just want something that's never ending. Like they're like, I want to take my character from level 0 to level question mark, and until they die on the field of combat or become literal gods, I want to keep this game going. And I can understand both perspectives.
Yeah, not only an agreement on that, but also like that's like the game begins at end game problem. I think it's a big problem where a lot of games say, well, you have to level up. We can't start you at the power level you want because it wouldn't be challenging. That's why you may have noticed that we, like Sanguine, we released several games. I mean, Farflung and Madcap, where we just started you at your end game.
Right.
This is where we expect you to be. And then just run the game with you already there because that's where you're interesting. And not do this thing of the gatekeeping to keep you out of there. I think that's endemic of some games. I might as well say it's endemic of Dungeons and Dragons, where Dungeons and Dragons is we have to start you at low so you're challenged, because when you get to 7th or 9th level, we have to stop playing the game because it's no longer fun.
Right. So I had a lot of fun playing with you guys, and I am looking forward to doing more, but I'm also looking forward to buttoning this one up because there's a lot of games to play, and I don't have that many free hours in the week to play them. So, But yeah.
So,
okay, cool. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you guys for playing. I look forward to the next thing that we do, and thank you everybody who was watching. I hope this was fun, maybe informative.
Yep.
Go play Ironclaw because it's a good game. 2nd edition.
Yep. See you next time, everybody.
See ya.
Bye-bye.